In this video, I'm going to describe to you the power of your mornings and how you can build unshakable consistency just by harnessing the power of the early morning. My name is Jarvis and I am the morning hero. What you're witnessing right now is I'm in the process of writing a book called The Winning Formula, how to have the secret to having abundant success and free time in your life. And I'm filming each section of the book just because I'm a better talker than I am a writer. And so I'm filming the sections and later I'll have them transcribed and turn them into chapters of the book. But the beauty is that you get a chance to witness this whole process. So you get the behind the scenes first sneak peek of all the content of the book. So go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Give me your honest feedback, because this actually helps me kind of form the chapters of the book. So thank you in advance. But the premise of the book is harnessing the power of your morning, how if you win the morning, you win the day. And I want to explain why taking advantage of early mornings, specifically waking up earlier every day, maybe at least 1 hour earlier, can have a dramatic impact on your life. And one of the biggest reasons is because you get a chance to build consistency. There's this concept of the whirlwind. The whirlwind is just the day-to-day chaos of life. From the time you wake up, there's all of the distractions, all of the obligations, from social media to everything that's waiting for you in your inbox, to your family, to just all the chaos of the day. And typically what people do is they wake up right into that chaos. And then, at some point in the day, they have their own intentions of things they want to do. At some point in the day, they want to get to work out. They want to make sure they're eating healthy. They want to, do their, big heavy lifting for their work or their business or their passion projects. They have their ambition to do these things, but inevitably the day will take over, right? And hopefully you'll still have enough motivation and energy to do those things as you're dealing with the chaos of the day. The problem with that is some days you will, some days you won't. And that's because this concept of, willpower and motivation. And to understand that, you got to understand kind of the psychology of it. Like your willpower and your motivation is your umph to do what you said you're going to do. That's your discipline. And it's not it's not the same all day long. As soon as you start off the day, imagine it's like a tank. At the beginning of the day, your tank is full. But all day long, with every decision you make, you drain a little bit from your willpower and your motivation tank. And so all day long, you're using for every single decision, should I go this way or should I go that way? You're using your willpower to make the conscious decision to go the right direction. So I'm going to choose A. Boom, I just used some of my willpower to will myself to do the right decision. Now here I go at the next decision, the next fork in the road. I'm going to go B. I'm going to will myself to go and make the right decision in this. And so every conscious decision you make all day long, you're draining a little bit of that willpower. You're draining a little bit of that motivational push to make the right move. Now, the problem is, let's say, for instance, you want to go, your ambition is to go to the gym every day after work. After work, I'm going to go to the gym. The problem is, by the time you get to 5 o'clock in the evening, you've made 1,000 decisions. And so your willpower and motivation tank is almost on E. And now you're trying to make arguably the toughest decision that you're going to make all day. You're trying to make it when your willpower is at its lowest. And so now what typically happens? Some days you might will yourself into making that right decision, but there are definitely days where you'd be like, I'm too tired. I just don't feel like it. Oh, I've had a rough day. Oh, I deserve a break today. That little voice starts to creep up. The non-best version of you. You got the best version of you on this shoulder, and then the boy that I call him Rufus. Rufus is sitting on the other shoulder, and he's always in your, you've had a long day. You deserve a break. You went 2 days in a row. Come on, you're going to hurt yourself if you go 3 days in a row. You need to rest. The experts say you need to rest. That little voice, he starts to sound pretty reasonable after a while. Now, that's the problem, is that by the time you get throughout the day and you've made all these, you've dealt with the chaos of the day, your decision making is impaired. And it's not a healthy foundation to have consistency. And so anything you want to be consistent with, you have to do it first thing in the morning when your motivation and your willpower tank is at its highest. That's when you're making your clearest decisions. That's when your brain is operating at its peak capacity. You do it in the morning. So by waking up earlier in the morning, you give yourself more time in the morning to build in those habits, to do the things you need to do where your willpower is at its highest. So for me, anything there's heavy lifting that I have to do, I wake up earlier in the morning and I do it then. Anything that, like right now, I'm filming this video. It's currently 4:15 a.m. as I'm filming this video right now, because I recognize for me to do these videos, to me to write my book, I need to do it when my brain is at its peak capacity and where my willpower and my motivation is highest, because I don't want to do it really. And if I wait till later in the day, I'm going to make excuses as to not to do it. And therefore, earlier when I was trying to write this book a few months ago, I found that I would do it maybe once a week. Now, by waking up earlier and doing and harnessing the power of the mornings, I'm on a 2-week hot streak, all because every morning I get up and I have the highest motivation, willpower, drive, and discipline to do this hard thing that otherwise I wouldn't do. I'm able to build consistency by harnessing the power of the morning. Same thing like if you want to go working out, harness the power of the morning, you'll be more consistent. Any hard thing you want to do it in the morning when your willpower, motivation, drive, and discipline is at its highest. Your decision making is at its highest, and you will build unshakable consistency to get the result you want faster. The secret to life, the secret to abundant success and free time. Wake up early and get it out of the way. All right. I'll see you in the next chapter.